posts that Elon Musk has done since the past several hours. Pratibha also talked about it. He started by saying, if this insane spending bill passes, the America Party will be formed the next day. America Party is the third political party that Elon Musk has always vouched for. Also saying our country needs an alternative to the Democrat-Republican Uni Party so that people actually have a voice. Then, of course, he has gone on to criticize the big, beautiful bill. Right now, I'm joined by Mr. Mohandas Pai. He's from the Aryan capital. Mr. Pai, good morning. Namaskar. A fresh tussle, a fresh war of words that has now emerged between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Donald Trump saying that EV mandate is not necessary and that Elon Musk can go back to South Africa from where he came if he cannot accept and support the big, beautiful bill.
Well, I think this is a classic fight between a technocrat and a political leader. A technocrat tries to get the best solution, but he doesn't understand politics. Politics is about dealing with people. Democracy is a system of competitive lobbies, and there are multiple lobbies. You can't have one voice prevailing, even though it is logical, is the right way to do. Because in a democracy, you've got to meet the needs of various people, and that's the role of the politician. And that's what President Trump is trying to do. President Trump has to meet the needs of different groups of Americans, the different lobbies. He also got an agenda. He has been elected by the people. Yes, there is a problem about debt. Elon will be better off working with President Trump quietly behind the scene and cutting the cost. They have to cut the cost to get the budget in order. And yes, Trump is very passionate about his tax bill because that is one of the reasons that he has come to power. He has promised people, and he is not going to back down. So I think there's a very wrong strategy by Elon Musk. Because, you should know how to fight. You should know what to do. Elon Musk is right. There's nothing, everybody will agree with him. But the way it is being done is not right because politics and what is the right way are two different things. Politics, you must carry all people with you. The people have different needs, different requirements, and you just cannot have one way and say my way or the highway. It is not going to work in a democracy. It's a classic fight between a technocrat and a political leader.
Okay. Mr. Mohandas Pai, thanks very much for joining us this morning, sharing your thoughts on this fresh war of words that has erupted between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. The latest being, of course, the U.S. president lashing out completely at Elon Musk. Pathikrit Pen also joins us. He's a geopolitical affairs expert. Pathikrit, this has been an ongoing tussle, but the fact of the matter is that U.S. president talking about EV mandate not being necessary reflects the kind of control and power that Donald Trump still exerts on the businesses in America, something that perhaps Elon Musk also understands but doesn't seem to implement when he keeps posting about the big, beautiful bill.
See, there are two aspects to it. Number one, when you are in government or when you are a major industrialist, there are times when there will be, differences of opinion or completely divergent approach towards a particular issue. But the problem is about taking every issue into the social media and creating a public furor about it. That is where I think the American politics or what is going on right now is completely in contrast to what happens in India. It's not that in India when the government operates with industry or within the government there are no differences of opinion. But there's a certain amount of maturity which India always shows in spite of all the challenges, that there are no acrimonious exchanges of tweets or other kind of messages in social media that we are witnessing as a new trend when it comes to American politics. And it's not good for anybody, whether it's the industrialist or for the political establishment. The other thing is that it is pretty clear that when it comes to Donald Trump, he is more interested in investing in the legacy business other than businesses of the future or the new age industries, which invariably would require a lot of support from the government. Otherwise, they might not survive. So I think it appears that once Elon Musk knows the kind of leverage that social media has today, and he's trying to utilize it, knowing primarily because he's the owner of X, which is the Twitter, and secondly, he is trying to create a case for himself that Trump is completely at fault in terms of on the issue of electric vehicle or renewable energy or whatever he's doing. But the fundamental issue also is this, that somewhere the renewable energy or electric vehicle primarily, they have to find a way to sustain on themselves rather than inordinately for eternity depending on the government to subsidize them. all these EV vehicles, whatever can be the merit of them, they are operating with huge amount of government subsidies. A day would come when they will be they will be clashing with each other, and it's exactly what is happening in case of United States. Elon Musk is a great guy, a great entrepreneur.
Okay.
So there are ways, as Mr. Mohandas Pai was also mentioning, there are ways in terms of you deliberate, you negotiate, you argue with the government and find a middle path, rather than taking every confrontation into social media, which I don't think is going to work with Elon Musk either. Because most of his businesses, even though he is a great industrialist, a great entrepreneur, works with large amount of subsidies and grant and funding from the American government. And that's where I think the problem is. He realizes there will be cut in that, and that will have an impact on the prospect of his business.
But I think neither men, Pathikrit, have anyway not taken to social media ever to lash out at people and to play out their point of view. And that is perhaps what's happening between the two. In fact, the US president has been quite delayed in its response. We did think that he's going to give this kind of a response much earlier. But Pathikrit, thanks very much for joining us at the moment. Of course, viewers, what we're showing you is the latest war of words that has been happening between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk has had a series of rants against the big, beautiful bill, also going on to say every member of the Congress who campaigned on reducing government spending and then immediately voted for the biggest debt increase in history should hang their head in shame, and they will lose their primary next year if it is the last thing that I do on this earth. So he's not only criticizing but also saying that every member of the Congress who is now supporting this bill and will vote for it in the Senate will be, defeated in the next primaries, and that is something that Elon Musk will make sure happens. Rishabh, my colleague, continues to be with us. Rishabh, the fact that Elon Musk is not only criticizing the big, beautiful bill, but is also threatening other congressmen and women to actually not vote in favor of it, also is perhaps one of the largest contributors to the kind of reaction that we're now getting in from Donald Trump. That perhaps must have riled him up.
If we talk about, Shreya, if we talk about the whole big beautiful bill, how exactly this big beautiful bill is? Big beautiful bill is a vision that Donald Trump wants to push through congressional approvals. They have got a good amount of support in Congress, and Senate is still yet to be done. Republicans are rallying behind Donald Trump. The Democrats do have their own reservations, but given the majority that Republicans enjoy in Senate, in Congress, as well as given the presidency they have, it is not going to be very, very difficult for the Donald Trump to get it fixed. But having said that, if we talk about Elon Musk, how is Elon Musk in a position to ask congressmen not to vote for this? The reason is funding. If you pick up the funding from various Republican candidates as well, Republican congressmen as well, you'll find Elon Musk funding their campaign, and they know that Elon Musk will be required in the midterms or the next elections as well. And that's the reason that Elon Musk's statement is right now rattling Donald Trump, and we are seeing these statements coming in from the
Rishabh, in fact, you're talking about funding. Thomas Massey, who's one of the reps in the Congress, has also now found funding with Elon Musk. He's a rebel from the Republican Party. He has been somebody who's been vocal about his criticism of Donald Trump and his policies. And now, of course, Elon Musk supporting him and saying that I have funded him, perhaps must have sent jitters down the Trump administration.